dears, welcome back to my channel, Dreamfeather Mystic Arts. I am Dreamfeather here for another psychic reading, and this is a timeless love reading. So whenever you watch it, I do intend that the messages are relevant for you. Please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And as well, I always like to touch upon the current astrological energies. So today is a full moon in Scorpio. It's known as a pink moon. And this is the moon that it's said that Buddha attained his enlightenment under, I believe it was the Bodhi tree. So very auspicious for times of meditation, for times of retrieval of the soul and the spirit and those parts of ourselves, really calling all that back home. And, you know, we're in the sign of Taurus, and that has to do with the physical world of form, and then Scorpio has to do more with the formless and with, as well as like elimination and drawing things down into the depths to bring it back up into the rising light of consciousness. So Scorpio in some sense represents the subconscious. So there may be a lot of healing at this time energetically, and even in terms of, you know, wounds from very far in the past, from childhood or even past lives. So I pulled a card from my inner child oracle deck, and we got the Ace of Hearts here. What a beautiful omen. So this is like a new beginning in how you feel emotionally. Could be relevant as well to like, because I see two people facing each other and they almost look like twins there. So doing some sort of journal work of talking to those parts of yourself that may be coming up. If you're experiencing any emotional, you know, upheaval at this time, doing some journal work or even some mirror work, gazing at yourself and repeating affirmations, you know, that are in alignment with love and acceptance and peace and clarity could be helpful. And even just communing with, you know, friends at this time. This is a card of new friendship, new beginnings in romance, even the Ace of Cups. And look at that beautiful winged heart there with the golden sun behind it. So going out into the sunlight, drinking in the sun, letting in the sun is so helpful. And it's kind of just like the breath, you know, one of those first nourishments that really can fill us up. And there's so many ways to get high. To get high on breath, high on life, high on the golden rays of the sun, high on the love of the universe that is always here for you. So let's see what else the tarot has to say. I have my goddess deck here today. Let's see what else comes through for you, my dears. Call upon the highest of highs, the lightest of lights, source light consciousness to guide this reading, speak through me, and work through me for the highest and greatest good of the collective. Excuse me. Woo-wee. Lots of confirmation. Sneezes are confirmation from me. So, Spirit's here. What does Spirit want you to know? In love, please. What does the collective need to know? In love and romance. What is on the horizon? What is here for them now? Great Spirit, show us clearly. So comment down below and let me know, how is this moon feeling for you? A lot has come up for me personally, and I was kind of surprised by that, but it makes sense. Scorpio is a very deep sign. If you're new here as well, please subscribe for more psychic readings. Like the video if it resonates with you, my dears, and you can also book a one-on-one reading with me down below. Okay, wow. I got Saraswati here. Okay. Lots of cards want to be read. Let's see here. Ooh. This is good. I was really called to use this this goddess deck here. I'm glad I pulled it out. So let me just arrange these. We even have the moon here. So let me just adjust the camera, make sure you can see everything real nice there. Okay. So, my dears, we have movement with Rhiannon, and this is the Chariot card. So, Chariot and the Eight of Wands, these are both cards of movement, of swift and sudden change, of harnessing with the Chariot the energy of your will, of your single pointed focus in a particular direction. And I see this hooded, cloaked woman on this white horse, barreling down towards this Ace of Hearts. So there's a new beginning in love for you here. And I feel like you've been sitting in meditation and really disengaging from circumstances in your physical reality that haven't been preferable to you. And you're simply going within and aligning with that frequency that is a match to that cup that you're calling in. I feel like you're very discerning and specific about what kind of love you're wanting to let in at this time. And I love this because this Four of Cups is a really interesting depiction of the Four of Cups. Usually it shows someone dissatisfied and kind of refusing the cups that are being given to them and not seeing this one cup that is there for them. But she has her eyes closed here. And now we see that moon in the background. So you're kind of connecting with your spirit there, with you sitting there at the tree. That could be important as well, going and sitting by the trees and how they're like actual spirit beings and can give us all that life force that they emit, and you can gain sacred knowledge and wisdom from the trees as well, setting an intention, asking the tree a question even, to divine information there. She's sitting there at a body of water, so that could also be important. And I'm almost seeing this retrieval because this horse card is facing the past. And she's kind of like on this glowing horse, maybe traveling astrally to almost like retrieve the love that maybe you lost or felt like you lost a piece of yourself in early childhood or in the past, maybe some way in which your heart is mending and you're really like going back in the past and retrieving that part of yourself that maybe has felt stuck, frozen, or lost. But that's just something that it's intuitively coming to me. The cards don't really show any pain or suffering at this time, so I feel like you've done a lot of work to heal with the energy of joy, of bliss, of play, of happiness, and communing with the sacred waters to baptize yourself and feel like you're renewed, rebirthed. And this Eight of Wands here also indicates sudden forward movement, messages coming in, like new opportunities out of the blue even, just like being blindsided by the universe in the best way, so that random opportunities just come towards you, even things that you've forgotten about but that you've been wanting, because the universe always acknowledges what we really have on our heart. And so there could be a lot of movement at this time and opportunity, especially in the workplace, because we have Saraswati, which is the goddess of like study and the arts and music and poetry, I believe, as well. So she's like the scholarly Vedic Deva or goddess. And she represents the High Priestess here, number 2. So you have a lot of major arcana: Chariot, High Priestess, and the Moon. So the Chariot is Cancer, High Priestess, I don't know if that's associated with a zodiac sign. I'll have to look into that. Nothing's coming to me at this time, but the Moon also represents Pisces. So with this High Priestess, she's sitting there on her lotus flower and communing in sacred song and ceremony with the cosmos as almost like a blissful, ecstatic prayer to the universe that she offers So Saraswati is also associated with our dharmic path, and dharma means like soul path. It's what we came here to embody and live out in our soul purpose aligned with our career. And so there could be very sudden movement in your career at this time, as well as this Ace of Cups. This cup you've been waiting for is coming in for you. And you're closing your eyes to the other opportunities which haven't like been up to par to what you've been requesting. Felt yes, that's a confirmation. I was feeling a sneeze. So there's new love for you here. There's also movement in your career. And I do see lots of riches and success coming in for you. I feel like you are embodying this Queen of Pentacles energy, which, look, she's adorned with all these jewels and crowned there and holding her beautiful pentacle that she's made in her life. And there's birds, which represent communication, and flowers, which represent new growth and being really feeling like you're thriving in life, like you have plenty and you're plentiful. And with the moon energy here, you know, this moon could really bring to light a lot of the ways in which you're just so blessed, and riding on that thread of gratefulness, of art, really acknowledging how much abundance is there around you, even when you look outside, like the growth that's sprouting in your neighborhood or outside your house, and how rich and wealthy you are in terms of the nature around you and in terms of like your spiritual prosperity. And the more that we focus on all the myriad of ways that we're wealthy and rich outside of just money, then that's when the money really flows too, because money is just an energy currency, you know. It's just paper and, you know, empty space at an atomic level. So when we align with the vibration, the energy of money and abundance, then more money and abundance will be magnetized to us. So I see that you've like shot this arrow towards something, and you've been wanting to hit a target, I feel, in terms of your career, and that's coming in for you. So interesting. Spirit wanted to give you some extra messages in terms of finance. So let's see what else. What is this new opportunity that's coming in love? What is this Ace of Cups here? Show us clearly, Spirit. What is this Ace of Cups? What's coming in love for the collective? Oh, so we have the Prince of Wands and the Prince of Pentacles at the bottom. So a couple people could have their eye on you. And then we have the Princess of Wands here. So it looks like there's this renewal in terms of your passion, your fire, your luster for life. Really like stepping into that embodiment of being, you know, in charge of your domain, and really allowing yourself to be thrilled by the opportunities and the possibilities that are here for you, especially as you exercise your creative powers here, is what I'm seeing. This could also be a younger fire sign who's interested in you as well, even though it shows a woman here on the card. You know, the energy is genderless. It's just archetypes that we're reading here. Oh, wow. And then we have love here. So yeah, double confirmation that this new leaf of love is turning for you. And maybe you've already met this love, and that's why you're feeling like this new growth happening within you. Almost like this love is inspiring even more your passions, your purpose, and tethering you more deeply into your life purpose, and making you a lot more inspired in terms of your work, and to really hit the targets, your goals for all your all the visions that you have for what you want to grow in this lifetime. And with this love card, this is the Lovers, number 6 of Venus. And wow, such a beautiful Venusian card. She's robed by the red robes there. So you've balanced your root chakra, and she's holding pink flowers there as well. And, she's just very tapped into the love that she is. And it's very interesting because we're so far just seeing female cards here. And so I think you're really tapped in right now, whether you're male or female, to the goddess energy that resides within you, the divine feminine, who knows how to nurture, who knows how to receive, who knows that there is more than enough to go around, and that the way in which you do one thing, embodying that love that you are, is how you do everything. So there's this quote by, I think, Rumi, and it says something like, you would be a fool if you weren't to just, you're a fool if you don't give love freely, because that's who you really are. And I'm paraphrasing there, but it's kind of like, just that's that natural state that is our set point, that is our true nature. So giving love, not for any reason to receive it or, to take something from another, but it's really just expressing who you truly are, and then seeing how all the realms of your life flourish in that way, in that loving energy that you are and that you've acknowledged and accepted about yourself, and how much growth comes from acknowledging that. Let's see what opportunities are coming in career here now. What is coming in career, or new opportunities in abundance for the collective, please, Spirit? Okay, so we have 4 of Wands here. So maybe this partnership is going to give you that financial stability or that emotional stability to step more fully into your role in the world and really advance your career in a strong way. So I'm really seeing in this reading that the love that you're creating is directly like infusing into the wealth that you're creating for yourself, because you kind of become a magnet for all positive things when you embody that nature of well-being that you are at your core. And so Spirit is saying that there's some sort of stability. There could even be a work-related partnership. Maybe you go into business with someone, or you create a mastermind with someone and create all these positive ideas for, new ways in which to expand your business. Okay, and what else should we ask? What blessings are coming with this full moon for the collective? What blessings are here for the collective upon this full moon? Or whenever you watch it, the next full moon that is coming up for you. What blessings are coming upon the next full moon for the collective? Ooh, okay. So we have the star, Inanna. And she's there with the griffins, the winged lions. So it's almost like I'm seeing here, making peace with those shadow aspects of yourself and learning to love your own darkness or your own weaknesses and turn your pain into your power. And very much potential for you to, at this time, whatever you touch is turning to that starlight. And so any projects that you do at this time, or could go even like attract millions or thousands of followers for you online, or some piece of content that you create could go viral online. I think you're meant to embody that star nature here and really be successful and stable both in love and partnership and in your career here. And it looks like someone has been keeping something to themselves with this Prince of Swords, as far as like, let's see what it has to do with. Well, they see you as the Queen of Wands, so they see you as this like, beautiful, fiery, yet celestial being who is like the boss queen of their life, who like you could be very independent, and it really shows. It shows how responsible you are in your energy and in keeping your focus really on what matters, on that soul mission that you came here to fulfill and embody. And there could even be like some competition or dramatic energy around you here with this Five of Wands, or it could even be like frustration in some way, but don't pay that any mind. Don't pay that any mind, because there's something coming to light as far as someone that wants to tell you something. He's holding that sword there at his heart. And so you could be having like a really deep conversation at this time, maybe about something that has been heavy on your heart, or something that sparks like this conversation between you and another person that allows you to resolve any conflict and become even more closer. And with this Five of Wands here, you know, it's almost like when you don't buy into the drama of others, then it ceases to affect you, is what I'm seeing. Because that light of the sun is coming up and everything's going to be illuminated to where, you know, you're just keeping your focus and staying steadfast in your purpose, in that wand that you're growing with all those green leaves sprouting. And you're staying very humble as well. You see how her gaze is down. Even though she's a queen, she's not being all high and pompous like she's better than anyone else. She's staying humble, because with that Star card, I see that you've been through a lot. And you know what it's like to be in the dark, to feel isolated, to suffer, to feel like everything was ripped away from you. And so now you're like in your exalted energy to where, you know, you want to be that way shower, you want to be that guide for others. And this card is making me think like, you know, the way shower or the guide, they are there to point to the moon for people. But people have to take in and look at that moon themselves. And that's like any tarot reader, psychic, or anyone you go to for advice. We're just like, you know, illuminating a pathway that you really have to embark on and walk for yourself in order to reap those treasures, those gifts, those rewards, and that healing. So really paying extra mindfulness to how no one can do the work for you, and how you as a guide as well can't do that work for anyone else. So just keeping that pure intention of, you know, attracting those right people who really need your medicine, but then trusting that they'll find their own way and get exactly what they need from what it is that you're, how the ways in which you're being of service to them. So, my dears, oh, look at the bottom of the deck then. We have the Ten of Cups. Yes. Yes. Ten of Cups here at the bottom. So that's pure divine emotional fulfillment, and the rainbow comes with the star energy as well. And I'm seeing that you're like you're really feeling that sense of wholeness and completion within yourself. You're very protected as well by, like, you could have some relations in the stars, and that are watching over you at this time. And really interesting, because the Eight of Cups are there on the rainbow, so it shows me you walked away from something that was maybe toxic or draining for you, and then now you're here with this Two of Cups with the light of the moon. So it's telling me that with this next full moon, there's going to be this union, this sacred union of two lovers coming together. And this could be an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, with the Prince of Swords, or a fire sign, Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. We also have Gemini with the Lovers here, Aquarius with the Star, and then again the Chariot and the Chariot is Cancer as well as Pisces. So doesn't have to be those signs, just want to mention that. And let's see what this Oracle deck has to say. Any last advice for the collective in love? All really beautiful, positive movement towards really what it is that you've been wishing for maybe many moons now. What else, Spirit, for the collective? And truly, you know, this is something that's come to me lately, is like, you know, if you're still manifesting that love, you'd be surprised at, you don't feel that much different when you actually do manifest true love. Like, you don't feel that much different as right before you manifest it, because right before you manifest it, you're going to be feeling very calm, very tranquil, very just like in love with life itself. That's the energy frequency that magnetizes to you that divine love. And so just being your natural state of love, it's a very like calm energy. And so when that love actually comes, yes, of course, there's that like honeymoon phase and all those blissful energies and everything. But once those energies settle, it comes back to just like feeling very natural and organic. And like, it's not really those super high highs that can come in something like a trauma bond, where there's all kinds of ups and downs. Like a true stable partnership is more just like even centered, and it feels very natural and organic. So the more that you can tap into that energy where, of course, I have divine love because it's just who I am, then you will be that match to that, and you'll find that, you know, that's just your natural state. So of course you have it. And so I'm getting the message to tell you that, you know, to not put love on a pedestal, because I think that's what keeps love just at bay for people. Love or money, when we place so much importance on it and feeling like it's just out of reach, or like we can't have it, or like it's hard to manifest. I think, you know, I've even had to work through that belief myself, that it's hard to have true love. I started to just dissolve that belief, and then it became very easy to attract true love in all ways, in all my relations. And so that's what Spirit wants you to know, that it's natural for you to feel good. It's natural for you to have love in all the many ways that is here for you now, my dears. And then we have, wow, innocence. That's exactly aligned with what I was talking about. So like that pure and innocent nature that you are, just like a child doesn't crave or long for love. They just are that love, and they're so lovable and easy to love, you know. And sometimes we forget that along the way, but with this innocence card, and it's number 7, so that's like seeking those inner truths. You know, it's coming back to how we're an innocent child of the universe, an innocent child of spirit, and that we deserve love exactly how we are. There's nothing you need to prove. There's nothing you need to do. It's just that remembrance and falling back into self. So my dears, this is your reading today. I trust that you found this video inspiring, and that you've got some messages here to assist you on your path. If you would like a private personal reading, the link is down below. I am also accepting donations. If you want to send any amount to me, I would greatly appreciate it, and it goes right back into the channel for new decks and things like that. And I am sending you so much heart light. I'm so grateful for our family of dreamers here. And please like, share, and subscribe this video. And I will see you again very soon until we meet again.